Hi guys, welcome to another reading and Happy New Year. At the time that I'm recording this video, it is New Year, so for all of you, I wish you all the best in the 2024. If you're watching this video sometime later on, it doesn't matter, I still wish you all the best. And today I will bring you a nice topic, a self-love message that you need to hear today, something that you may have forgotten and you need to be reminded of. So self-love is a big thing and it's a big deal for each and every one of us. And if we do have a healthy relationships with ourselves, then all other relationships in our lives will benefit from that as well. Today you can choose from 3 different piles, which are pile 1, Garnet, pile 2, Angel Aura Crystal, and pile 3, Black Tourmaline. If you need some time to pick your pile, you can now pause the video, and if you already know which pile is for you, you can pick the pile down in the description box, and then I'll see you there. Bye! Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have chosen this garnet crystal and this card, Priorities. So the first self-love message that wants to come through is that you need to pick your priorities wisely. Either you've been taking on a bit too much lately, or you are struggling to do everything that you set your mind to. I think that you need to lighten your load and just pick maybe 3 to 5 things that are the most important for you and leave the rest for a later time. There are certain things that have to be done at the moment or in a couple of days or a few weeks, and I think that you should focus your attention on doing those things. Everything that's not as urgent and necessary as those things, leave them for some later time. The quality of your life is determined by how you spend your time. Make sure your schedule reflects the life you want. So definitely we see that your life is currently looking a bit chaotic and everything feels a bit hectic. And the reason for that is because you're not prioritizing wisely. And your life currently looks a bit different than you would wish it to look like. So if you want to change that, you are advised to actually pick the things that will make you feel like you are doing some type of progress, but as well that you are living a life that you wish to live. So we'll take a few more cards just to get some further information on the self-love message you need to hear today. But I think the first card made it very clear, but let's pull some more just to see what else we can get for you, pile 1. What is the self-love message pile 1 needs to hear today? We have the 10 of air, which is the 10 of swords. We have the 2 of air, so the 2 of swords. These cards are beautiful. I'm actually using them first time today, so I'm very excited to see all the cards coming out. We have the Witch of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands in this deck. We have the 3 of Air, which is the 3 of Swords. So many swords here. Yeah. And we have the Star. Okay, so there's a lot of mental confusion to the point that you feel like you are losing. You're losing a battle with time. You're losing a battle with your responsibilities, and I do feel like you have had enough. That's what I'm getting from the 10 of air here. You've had enough. You've put so much pressure on yourself that you're basically collapsing. And in order to preserve your mental health, it's going to be necessary to stop. So with this 2 of air, I feel like you need to stop and rest for a bit. You need to start paying attention to the red flags you're getting from life regarding where you're at a moment. And I know that you are so inspired to do everything. I know you may have made some certain promises to people that you will do stuff for them, or that you will be somewhere at some particular time. But I feel like you need to stop everything and then just listen to yourself and to your inner guidance that will tell you, this is something that I really have to do because it's necessary. And this is the thing that may not be so urgent, or that can be left for some other time. So you need to tap into your inner knowledge, to your inner wisdom, which will tell you exactly how to prioritize, what to choose to do today, and what to leave for some later time. And I know that you may have been accustomed to being a person who gets everything done, who is always on time, who always gets everything going. But I feel like this time you really put too much pressure on yourself. And you're not a robot, you're not a computer, you're a human being. Therefore, you do have limits. And if you keep on pushing those limits, I feel it's not like you're only going to deteriorate your own health. I feel like you're going to mess with your relationships as well. People will maybe take offense if you push and push and push, and then something will go wrong, and then they will take offense. They will get angry at you. And what you could do instead is to say, the time is not right. I have this and this that I have to do. Can we take this some other time? Can we do this some other time? Can we postpone? I feel like people will have a lot more understanding if you just admit that you are human and that you have too much going on, rather than keep pushing and pushing and pushing and then end up disappointing everybody. And what I do feel is like you need some healing, you need some nurturing, you need some pampering, Pile 1. It's deeply needed for you at the moment. Otherwise, you're going to have a burnout. You're really stressing yourself out. And what I feel the problem here is that you made a lot of promises and you don't want to back down. You don't want to let people down, which sometimes it's fine to do because you really cannot take care of everything and everyone at this time. And I truly feel like people will understand if you explain to them that some things have to come first and others need to be left for some other time. And this will allow you to not only get some time for yourself to heal, to rejuvenate, it will also allow you to let people see the vulnerable side of you, the soft side of you, and I think they will actually appreciate your honesty. And I feel like your relationship might even improve if you decide to go about it in this way. Think about it, Pile 1. Think about what makes it feel a bit easier for you to keep pushing this through, or maybe just to say to somebody, sorry, I had best intentions, but at the moment this is not possible. Can we do it some other time? Does the first thing or the second, the latter thing, make you feel more at ease? And then see where this takes you, okay? Good. Let's see, Pile 1, a few more self-love messages that want to come through regarding this situation. What else you need to know today, Pile 1? We have, today holds unlimited possibilities to see the beauty in life. And we'll take one more. Journal it out, write how you feel. Beautiful. So with the first card, with the unlimited possibilities, I feel like you, pile one, are not even aware that people are actually very glad to have you in their lives, and they will be more than happy to allow you to take some rest, to postpone things for you in order for you to feel okay. And that's the beauty of having friends, of having dear people around you, of having supporting peers. They really don't care if you promise them something and then you have to postpone, as long as you're honest about it, as long as you're decent about it. And I feel like you have forgotten that, pile one. You've forgotten that people will actually support you and love you regardless of whether you do what you promised or not. They will have so much more understanding than you give them credit. And with the journal it out here, I feel like you have all this mental fog, all this mental weariness, that it would be beneficial if you just took out a piece of paper and started writing your own thoughts in order for you to see how much baggage you're carrying at the moment, because I feel like you're underestimating how much this is affecting you. So therefore, I would advise you, and the cards would advise you as well, pile one, that you take a piece of paper and just write everything down, your train of thought, in order to see what's going on. And that could be a good self-love practice to do each day. I actually do it. I created tarot journals, but they're in Croatian. Maybe one day I will create an English version as well. But I actually do it every day, and it's a beautiful practice. You take a tarot deck or multiple decks, and then you pull a card, and then you do some self-reflection, write your thoughts and see what the card is trying to tell you, what it's trying to teach you. It's a beautiful spiritual practice, but you don't have to have the cards to do this. You can just take a piece of paper and write everything down. It's practically the same effect, but it will help you a lot here, pile one. And with that, we will end this reading. I hope that this resonated. I hope this helped and it gave you some practical advice that you can do after this reading is over. And guys, I hope that you like my new setup, this menu table. My boyfriend made it for me, and I'm quite happy to have it. I've been waiting for it for a while, and I hope that these readings are resonating, and I hope that I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this angel aura crystal and the card Rituals. This card is your first self-love message, which tells us that you need to slow down a bit and do some type of ritual that you used to do, but maybe stopped doing because of all the busy work you've had lately, or maybe all the things that are happening in your life. You need to slow down and take time to do the little things that make you happy and fulfilled each and every day. For some of you, this might be spending time with your plants, watering them, talking to them. Maybe it can be your own personal practice. Maybe you do some type of yoga or Pilates, or maybe any other physical activity. Maybe you do meditations, maybe you journal things, maybe you like to knit, or maybe you like to clean. Whatever little ritual you usually do, I feel like you need to get back to it, because the lack of it currently is making your life a bit harder. Steady yourself with simple rituals. Do the dishes, fold laundry, water the plants, make a cup of tea. Let wisdom sneak up on you. Beautiful. So I always tell people, especially during coaching, when I'm talking to my clients, the power of simple and small steps. It's often overlooked, but the simple and small steps that we do daily are actually the ones that make the most progress in the long run. Only a couple of times you get to do something enormous and spectacular. Most of the success and most of the progress and transformation we do is based on everyday simple tasks that we commit ourselves to and that we are consistent with, determined to do, and that we are disciplined about it. That's where the biggest progress comes from. And often people don't see that. They don't see that effort we put each and every day into something. But if we were to stop doing it, everybody can feel the difference. And this is where you're at, pile 2. You used to have this certain ritual, the simple tasks you were doing that were actually benefiting you quite a lot. And then you stopped doing it. So this is your reminder, pile 2, to start doing it again, because it's lacking from your life. And you need it to be okay. You need it to be peaceful. You need it to be focused. You need it to be organized. Whatever you need it for, it is needed. And I know that you feel it, guys. That's why you're here. You know you need this. And I feel like I'm going to talk about the things that you already know, but I feel like you need to hear this from another person. Maybe you have been saying to yourself, oh, I need to get back to this. Oh, I need to start doing this again. But you didn't have the time. You didn't find the time to do it. And I feel like this reading is like the last reminder, the synchronicity you needed in order to start doing this again. So I hope you guys do it. Okay, let's expand on this message a bit. Let's get more information about the self-love message you need to hear today, pile 2. Well, we have the Witch of Water, which is the Knight of Cups in this deck. And today I already did a reading for my creation channel, and I did all the daily tarot messages, and this card kept coming up. So I guess this is very important for the collective today. So we'll take extra caution around this card. Let's see what else. A self-love message that you guys need to hear today. We have the Three of Fire, which is the Three of Wands. Oh, the Sun. The Moon. Beautiful. And we'll take one more. We have a jumper, and it's the Ace of Air or the Ace of Swords. Good. So, what I'm getting here for you guys is that your emotions are all over the place. That's the problem. I feel like this ritual was something that really balanced your emotions. Something that really made you feel whole. And why do I say that? Because I see the Sun and the Moon here. This ritual greatly balanced your feminine and masculine traits within you. And I feel like without this ritual, it's a bit harder for you to be in that equilibrium. And your emotions are taking like over. They're really loud. And what that makes for you, what the difference is that your emotions actually determine your actions. You do things that you wouldn't normally do because you are emotionally triggered here. You're not imbalanced. You don't have to be triggered. That might be for some of you, but others of you just might feel a bit emotional, and then the things that you would do are not the things that you would normally do. Let's say like you feel a bit sad, and then you reach for that bag of chocolates, which you would not normally do, and then you eat the whole box, and then you feel bad, and then you need to reach for something salty, and then you reach for a bag of chips, and it just goes on and on and on, because there's some emotional imbalance here that needs to be balanced out, but you are using the wrong things to do it. This was just an example with the food. Some of you might resonate, but others just take it as it resonates. It's just a metaphor. And I feel like those actions, the way you're trying to balance those emotions, is actually not constructive. It's not beneficial. Whereas your ritual that you used to do would be a perfect thing to do when you're in this state. And moreover, what I feel is like you know this very well with the Ace of Air. But for some particular reason, you are decided to act on your impulses rather than your logic, than your common sense. And what I feel the reason for that is the sun here, the masculine energy. Whether you have a certain type of person in your life who might embody more of the masculine traits, and now you have a problem with that person and this is making you feel so emotional, or maybe you have a boss or a father or an older brother or a friend who in a way is maybe dominating you or being very stubborn, and this is affecting you at the moment. I feel like you need to go back to your ritual. Your ritual is the thing that keeps you sane, that keeps you balanced. And it might be crazy to some of you to think that that is enough, but it is. Actually, it is. A simple practice of, let's say, meditating for 10 minutes makes an enormous impact on your mental health, on your physical health and emotional health, and not to say the spiritual health as well. Okay? So I do feel like you need to get back to this, because otherwise you will be emotionally like all over the place. It's like a roller coaster. One day you're up, the next day you're down. Sometimes within a few hours you get to change like 5 different moods. And it's not good for you. And I know you guys know it. I know you do. But you need to choose to do something different. You need to go back to what you were doing before when you felt more aligned. Okay, let's pull some more messages for you. More self-love messages for pile 2. It wanted to come out, then it wanted to hide in the deck, but I'm going to take it. Commit to self-care rituals. Exactly. So this is what you need to do. You need to commit. You need to become disciplined again. You need to take time for that simple ritual that you used to do, and now you maybe thought that it's no longer necessary, but it is. It's the thing that keeps you balanced, sane, and good with yourself, okay? And this is something that should never be discarded for you because it's helpful. It's so helpful for you, pile 2. And let's see one more. Your soul whispers love, your ego shouts fear. Interesting. So what I'm getting here is that your soul is craving for some self-love. Something about the situation is making you feel so bad about yourself that is very triggering to your ego. You need to find some either acceptance or confirmation from this person, or whatever you need from this person. I don't know. There's a lot of you here. It's a general reading. It can be anything. But you need something from this person, some type of recognition, some type of acceptance that you are not getting. And this is really messing you up. And your soul is telling you, get back to this. This is where you find the things you're lacking. Not with this person. This is your ego wanting to get confirmation. Your soul only wants the ritual. And now you are the one that has to choose what's more important for you. Going after the confirmation or getting back into your soul's state, which is love, peace, harmony. Both require effort, but the outcomes are quite different. And with the Angel Aura crystal here, I'm just noticing it. When the first I bought it, what I did with it was I sat down and meditated. And I feel like a lot of you need to do that. At least do it once. Get back to your ritual once, just to see how different you will feel when you do it. Just try it once and prove yourself whether this is really something you need to do or not. We already know it is. You know it as well. Well, too. I know you guys do. But if you need an extra confirmation, do it once just to see how you will feel. And if you feel good about it, then start doing it continuously. My dear pile 2, sorry guys, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you like my new setup and my new table. And I wish to see you in the next reading as well. If you have any suggestions about the topics of the reading, you can put that down in the comment section. Until next time, guys, bye. Hi, pile 3. You have chosen the black tourmaline and the card change course. So this will be your reading. So pile 3, your first message that I'm getting here is that you can always change course. If you do not like where you're currently at in your life, what's currently happening, how you're living your life, you have the power to change it. And what's more important from that is that not only you have a choice, you have multiple choices. There's always at least 3 choices that you can choose from. Not 1, not 2, but at least 3 that you can choose from. And if you guys do not believe that, if you're not sure how that is possible because you only see 1 or 2 possibilities, I'm going to give you an exercise that I usually do with my clients when we do coaching. And the exercise goes like this. Call upon the creative side of you, your creative part, and ask that part of yourself, what are the possibilities, the options for you in this particular situation? And allow that creative part of you to give you all the possible options that it can think of, whether they're acceptable or not acceptable, good or not. It doesn't really matter. Just ask them to show it to you, and then you'll see. Okay? Good. Let's see what the card says. A closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. Yes, sometimes when the doors close, we keep on banging on them, but the message is clear. This is not the path for you. These doors are not your doors. You need to go somewhere else. And this is why you guys need to change course. If you've been trying to do something for a long time and it's not really happening and opening up for you, maybe it's time to do something else, at least at the moment. Maybe sometime later this door will open, but not today. And it's totally okay to change course. Maybe you'll find another entrance. Who knows? But if you keep banging on the closed doors, you're going to be here for a while. Okay, let's pull some more information to see what you need to know about this. What else you need to know about this message? We have the 9 of water, which is a 9 of cups. We have the 4 of earth, which is 4 of pentacles. We have 4 of water, which is 4 of cups. The wheel of life, beautiful. And one more. 10 of water, which is the 10 of cups. Wow. That's actually quite nice. I feel like you guys have been following your dreams, you've been following your inspiration, and you are wanting to succeed big time. But something is not opening up for you. Something has left you feeling disappointed. It's not what it was supposed to be. I feel like you had great expectations, but then when you faced reality, it turned out to be lesser than you imagined. And I feel that's just something that you need to learn, that sometimes we imagine things to be one way and they turn out to be a totally different way. And it's not something that you should be disappointed about. Maybe you should just try something else or try a different way of doing things. Because what I see with the Wheel of Life and the Ten of Water is that you can actually attain your wish, but it might require certain modifications. It might require certain alternations to the way you're doing it, or maybe with whom you're doing it, or something along the line, okay? But it is possible for you if you decide to go towards the same goal, but you will need to make certain adjustments. And this is to say that you shouldn't give up, but maybe you should find a different way, a different approach, different people, whatever will help you to get to your destination, but maybe in a different way. Okay, guys, that's the thing that needs to come out for you today. Let's see 2 more messages to wrap this up for you. We have journal it out, write how you feel. And one more, we have let go of control and relax into flow. Yes, put on the paper whatever you feel and think about the situation. It will help you sort out your thinking, and it will actually help you find new solutions. When you keep repeating things in your head, it confuses you. But if you write it down, you can actually contemplate on what you're thinking, and new ideas might come up for you. And then you can actually let go of control, because you will see that you will be led into the right direction with those new ideas. So instead of being disappointed and frustrated, you will actually find new ways of going about the same dream, the same aspiration that you want to achieve. My dear Pile 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope I will see you in the next reading, and I hope you like my new setup and my new table. I'm really satisfied with it, and I hope we'll make great readings together. Until next time, guys. Bye.